Let's have a chat about drought, because it's, of course, universal across the country about how long it's been dragging, how deep the impacts can be. And here in Goulburn, well, it is frankly no different. Charlotte Mortlock was able to have a look at the area from the perspective of those that have just, well, been in a tough time for a long time.
Located 70 kilometres northwest of Goulburn, Thalabar has now been home to 5 generations. Around here, John Williams is a living legend and one of the most celebrated merino breeders in the country.
Well, a lot of good ones and a lot of pretty adverse ones. Some days are diamonds, some days are stones.
At 16 years old and not speaking a word of English, John's great-grandfather moved to Australia.
Great-grandfather arrived out here with a boatload of, I suppose, convicts, and I don't know what the procedure was from there, but he ended up down the road here.
The family carved out a name for themselves and built a successful property that would be handed from one generation to the next. At 26 years old, it was John's time to prove what he could do.
Yeah, I love it.
How special is this property to you?
To me? Pretty special. Oh, yeah.
You love it?
You wouldn't think so to talk to me sometimes. I'm not the most pleasant bloke in the world, I suppose, all the time.
Now, Kristen and her husband Anthony have taken over the reins.
It was hard not to be proud, so very proud of my dad over the course of my life. From a young age, I watched him succeed in the thing that he loved.
Like, you go to the shows and that with him, and just to see the respect he's got from all these other merino fellow breeders and that, like he's a well-respected man. It's an honour to be able to work here with him.
He's won trophy after trophy, has met Princess Anne and left a mark on his industry.
That was just a nervous few minutes I spent trying to answer questions with Princess Anne.
A lot has changed at the sprawling merino stud in John's 86 years. Do you think we're getting better at farming in Australia?
Oh, yeah. Not me, but most people are. Bit too technical for me. Like one of those things.
The iPad?
I can't even switch them on.
But even those at the top of their game haven't been spared from the drought. The past few years have been some of the hardest here at Thalabar.
He came home one afternoon, Anthony came home and just said to me, "We got no water, we're running out of water." Like, it was everybody here in the district. A lot of people you talk to were at the end of their tether. It was really hard. In the summer there, when it was just so dry, it was absolutely bare.
The family had to sell a lot of their non-breeding stock but held on to their ewes. They knew it would eventually rain again, and this year it did. The dust and dirt-covered plains slowly brought back to life, revitalising the land, pulling the region out of drought and finally giving farmers a chance to catch their breath.
It looks it's unbelievable this season. I think it'd be the best I've ever seen.
The time that I've been here, it'd be the goodest it's looked. Like, even in the springtime, the springs haven't been even that good in the recent years. So fortunate enough to be able to hang on to the ewes, and they've joined up really well this year with the better seed, the bit of break in the season, so they've joined up really well. And looking forward to good lambing this year.
In the whole of 2018, Goulburn recorded just 485 millimetres of rainfall. In 2019, it was 481. But this year, we're only in August, and so far, the city's already recorded more than 530 millimetres.
Definitely the best I've seen it. Anthony's also worked hard in getting the pastures better too. But the stock looked really good too. The stock looked really good.
This year is already the wettest year in 4 years and the wettest start to a year in 8 years for Goulburn. Above average rain is likely to continue across the area for the coming months. But you can never have it all at once. With a global pandemic and a rapid decline in demand for fine goods, wool prices are plummeting.
Is that frustrating? That's farming. It's the first form of gambling.
One thing you can bet on, there will be another generation and another drought. And as always, the resilience of our rural communities will shine through. Charlotte Mortlock, Sky News, Goulburn.